Good morning, grade 8. How are you doing today? I hope you are fine. Our new lesson is the properties of parallelogram in geometry, chapter 6, lesson 2. Our objective today is to prove and apply properties of parallelograms and to use properties of parallelogram to solve problems. Okay. The first, we're going to start here, and any polygon with 4 sides is a quadrilateral. However, some quadrilaterals have special properties. These special quadrilaterals are given their own names. A quadrilateral with 2 pairs of parallel sides is a parallelogram. Pairs of parallel sides, pairs, 1 pair means 2. Pair is 2. So 2 pairs means 2 and 2. So the parallelogram has 2 pairs of parallel sides. Every 2 opposite sides are parallel. To write the name of a parallelogram, you use the symbol, this one. You're going to write the letters of the parallelogram, next to it the sign or the symbol of the parallelogram, a small parallelogram. So parallelogram ABCD is written like this, a small parallelogram, then next to it ABCD. As you see here, the 2 red sides, A, B, and C, D, they are red because they are parallel. And AD and BC, DA and BC, they are colored in blue because they are parallel to each other. Okay. The first theorem that we're going to study today is properties of parallelogram. If a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, then its opposite sides are congruent. So if I have a parallelogram, then the 2 opposite sides are congruent. Okay? Congruent means that they are equal. They are parallel and they are equal in length. Okay, here is the proof of the theorem. I just want you to read it with me. Okay, don't study it, but just know it and understand it and read it with me now. I want to prove this theorem. Given that JKLM is a parallelogram, prove that JK is congruent to LM and KL is congruent to MJ. The first statement, JKLM is a parallelogram. Why? Reason. Number 1, because it is given. Number 2, JK is parallel to LM and KL is parallel to MJ. Why? Because it is the definition of a parallelogram. Since it is given that it is a parallelogram, I know that the 2 opposite sides are parallel. Okay, let's move to the third statement. Number 3, angle A is congruent to angle 2 and angle 3 is congruent to angle 4. Angle 1 is congruent to 2 and angle 3 is congruent to 4. Why? The reason, because they are alternate interior angles. Theorem. 1 is equal to 2, congruent to 2, and 4 and 3 together. Why? Because alternate. You remember the Z letter? The Z letter? Okay. Statement 4. JL is congruent to JL? JL and JL? Yes, because it is a common line between them. It is a common line between both of the 2 triangles. Okay, reflex property of congruency. Number 5, triangle JKL is congruent to triangle LMJ. JKL is congruent to triangle LMJ. Why? Because of the steps 3 and 4, because of the alternate interior angles and the reflect of properties of congruency. So from all the statements and from all the reasons, so JK is congruent to LM and KL is congruent to MJ. This is the theorem and this is how we prove it. Okay? I don't want you to study it well and to, I will not give you a question that proved this parallelogram proved JK is parallel. I want you only to read it and to understand it and try to prove it by yourself, by a pencil and a paper, and try to draw it and to prove it by yourself. Let's move to the next point. Properties of parallelograms. If a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, then its opposite angles are congruent. If I have a parallelogram, then the two opposite angles are congruent, like angle A and C, they are congruent, angle B and D, they are congruent. What else? If a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, then its consecutive angles are supplementary. What are the consecutive angles? Angles next to each other. The angles that are next to each other, like A and B, like B and C, like C and D, like D and A. B and D are not consecutive. C and A are not consecutive. Consecutive means they are next to each other. So A and B are equal to 180. B and C are equal to 180. C and D are equal to 180. D and A are equal to 180. So they are consecutive angles. Every two consecutive angles are equal to 180. Okay, supplementary are equal to 180. What else? The third property, a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, then its diagonal bisects each other. If a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, then its diagonals bisects each other. Bisects each other means that, where is the diagonal of this one? B and D, and the other diagonal is A and C. They bisects each other. What is the meaning of bisects each other? Bisects each other means that AZ is equal to CZ and BZ is equal to DZ. Okay, girls, so let's again quickly say the properties of the parallelogram. Property 1, every two opposite angles are congruent. First of all, every two opposite sides are congruent. They are parallel and they are equal in length. Okay, the first property. The second one, every two opposite angles are congruent. Another one, that every two consecutive angles are supplementary. Supplementary, every two are equal to 180. What else? The two diagonals bisect each other. Bisects each other, that means that AZ is equal to ZC, VZ is equal to ZD. Okay. If I have here a racing application, the diagram shows the parallelogram-shaped linkage that join the frame of a race. I have here a parallelogram, okay, P, Q, R, S. What is given here? Given here that QR is 48. Let me write it on the picture so it will be more easier. QR is 48. And RT is 30. And QPS is 73. QPS, this angle is 73. Okay, find each measure. PS. They want to find this one. Because it is given that PQRS is a parallelogram, and from the properties of the parallelogram, every two opposite sides are congruent. Since QR is 48, so PS will be also equals to 48 centimeter. So PS is congruent to QR, so PS is equal to QR, PS is equal to 48 centimeter. They want the measure of PQR. PQR, they want this one. They want this measure. It is given that PQRS is a parallelogram, and properties of the parallelogram that every two consecutive angles are supplementary. So I have the measure of QPS is equal to 73. So 73 plus the measure of the required angle is equal to 180. So angle PQR plus QPS is equal to 180. So PQR plus 73 is equal to 180. If I subtracted 73 from both sides, I will get the measure of PQR. They want PT because it is given that it is a parallelogram. So since the diagonals of the parallelograms bisects each other, so RT is equal to PT. Since RT is 30, so PT is also equals to 30. I think it's so easy, right? Okay, let's move to this one. I have here another parallelogram which is KLMN. LM, this side is 28. Okay, LN is 26. LN, all LN is 26. All the diagonal is 26. And LKN, measure of angle LKN is 74. LKN, all of it is 74. Okay, find each measurement. KN. Who will answer me? KN. I want answers. Okay, KN. Okay, KN is 28. Excellent, Tala. KN is 28. Excellent. I want NML. Angle NML. NML. I want this angle. Who will tell me? So easy, this one. Yes, excellent, mice. 74. Why? Because from the properties of the parallelogram, every two opposite angles are congruent. So since LKN is 74, so LMN is 74. So 74 degree. Okay, LO. Who will give me LO? LO. Tala. LN, all of LN is 26. The whole diagonal is 26. So Mice said that LO is 13. Yes, excellent, Mice. Why? Because LN is the whole diagonal. The whole diagonal. But I want only LO. I want only half of it. So half of 26 is 13. Okay, girls. Let's move to the next page. Algebra and geometry together. This one. Using Properties of parallelogram to find measures. I have here A, B, C, D is a parallelogram. Okay, I want to get A, D. Okay, from the properties of the parallelogram, every two opposite sides are congruent. So AD and BC are congruent. So AD is equal to BC. So AD is 7x and BC is 5x plus 19. Here I have them. Yes. So 7x equal to 5x plus 19. So I will subtract 5x from both sides. So I will get here 2x in the right side is equal to 19. I will divide two sides by 2, both sides by 2. So x is equal to 9.5. So if I want to get AD, I am going to substitute by the value of x, which is 9.5. So 7 multiplied by 9.5 is 66.5. Okay, I want to find the measure of angle B. Angle B. Okay, from the properties of the parallelogram, I know that every two consecutive angles are supplementary and equal to 180. You mean that we will substitute 7x and subtract? I will subtract 5x. Here I will tell you the steps. I have here 5x. So I will subtract 5x from here and 5x from here. So 2x will be left here. And I will cancel the 5x from here. Okay. B. Every two consecutive angles are supplementary. Supplementary equals to 180. So 10y minus 1 plus 6y plus 5 is equal to 180. I'm going to collect the like terms together, which is 10y and 6y equal to 16y. Negative 1 and positive 5 is positive 4. So I have here, I will subtract negative 4 from both sides to cancel this 4. So then I have 16y is equal to 176. So I'm going to divide both sides by 16 to get the value of y. Y is 11. Then I'm going to substitute y by its value in angle B. 6y plus 5. 6 multiplied by 11 plus 5 is equal to 71. Okay, girls, I want from you to answer 2A and 2B by yourself. I'm waiting. 2A and 2B. They want J, G. J, G. As you know from the properties of the parallelogram that the diagonals bisect each other. And when they bisect each other, JG is equal to JE. Okay, this is the first one. And FH. They want FH. How you're going to get FH? First get JG and I will tell you how to get FH. I'm waiting. Is Mace answered correct? 2A and 2B, I'm going to write the answers here. 2A, first one. 2A, they want JG. So JG here, I have diagonals. So JG is equal to JE. JG is equal to JE. So W plus 8 is equal to 3W. Okay, subtract W from both sides to cancel the first W in the left side. So I will have here 8 is equal to 2W. So divide W by both sides, so W is equal to 4. So JG is equal to W plus 8, which is equal to 4 plus 8, which is equal to 12. So JG is equal to 12. This is 2A. What about 2B? I want to get FH, the whole diagonal. How I will get the whole diagonal? I will get first half of it, then I'm going to double it. I will get FJ or JH, then I'm going to multiply it by 2. So I write here FJ is equal to HJ. So 4Z minus 9 is equal to 2Z. Subtract 9 from both, subtract 2Z first, then wait here, yes, subtract 2Z, then subtract, wait, why it's not, I have a problem here girls, sorry. Yes, subtract 2Z, then subtract 9, so I will have 2Z is equal to 9. I subtracted 2Z from both sides, then I added 9, so Z is equal to 4.5. So HJ is equal to 2Z, which is equal to 2 multiplied by 4.5, which is equal to 9. So JH or HJ is equal to FJ. Each part is 9, so the whole diagonal I am going to multiply it by 2. So FH is equal to 2 multiplied by 9, which is equal to 18. Okay, girls? Let's go to the next page. I will read the proof. Almost we are done because this lesson has some proofs, and I want you to read it after we finish and to try to write it using properties of parallelograms in a proof. Write a 2-column proof. Given that parallelogram ABCD is a parallelogram, prove that triangle BAD is congruent to triangle DCB is congruent to triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CDA. I have 4 triangles combined together in this parallelogram. They want to prove that the 4 triangles that are combined together, they are congruent. So I have statements here. ABCD is a parallelogram, it is given. So AB is congruent to CD and DA is congruent to BC. Yes, DA is congruent to BC and AB is congruent to CD. Opposite sides, Yes, then the statement BD is congruent to BD. BD is a common side between both. Yes. Triangle BAD is congruent to triangle DCB. Triangle BAD is congruent to triangle DCB. Yes. Remember SSS, side, side, side. And from 2 and 3, from step 2 and 3, we prove that triangle BAD and triangle DCB are congruent. And we're going to repeat the same steps again to prove the other two triangles. As I told you girls, the proof here, all I want you to do is just to read it. If you can take a pencil and paper to write it, it's okay, but all I want you to do is to read it. And what I want you to do from this lesson is to practice all the problems that we solve together, okay? About Tala's question, I want you to go back to lesson 6.1, please. Okay, Tala, what was your question? Exterior angles, right? It's page 396. Yes, Tala, correct? Yes, okay. Exterior angles. Look, any shape has interior angles and exterior angles. Like this one, for example. This one is interior, 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 interior. Interior means inside the shape. Inside the shapes, all the angles are inside the shapes. What about the exterior? Exterior, if I extended here the lines of the shape, if I extended here the lines of the shape, like this and like this, if I extended the lines of the shape, I will get exterior angles here. If the shape has 5 interior angles, so it has 5 exterior angles. For example, the triangle has 3 interior angles, so it has also 3 exterior angles. Any shape in the world has interior and exterior. So the sum of exterior angles of any shape of any polygon is equal to 360. Whether it is triangle, it is quadrilateral, it is octagon, whatever it is, it has the sum of the exterior angle is 360. Is 360. So according to the number of angles it has exterior angles. So the sum of the exterior angle measures one angle at each vertex of a convex polygon is 360. The sum is 360. Okay, girls? So, a hexagon has 6 sides and 6 vertices and 6 angles also. Find the measure of each exterior angle of a regular hexagon. Regular hexagon. Regular means that all its angles are equal, equilateral. All its angles are equal, equilateral. So since they are all equal and all the exterior angles are equal to 360 and the hexagon has 6 angles, so 360 divided by 6 is equal to 60. So all I want you to know, Tala, that the sum of the exterior angles of any figure is 360. And if it has 5 angles interior, so it has 5 exterior. According to the number of interior angle, it has exterior angles. Okay, Tala, you got it? You're welcome, dear. Thank you so much, girls, and see you tomorrow. Don't forget to answer your homework. Thank you so much.